Thanks for joining me today. Here we have Marvel Legends X-Force Marvel's Warpath in the Thunderbird type costume. Don't know when they're going to have the actual X-Force costume, but you know it's going to come out because Marvel is a business and they're going to try and get as much money out of us as possible. Now, I haven't bought any of the other figures in the wave because I wasn't very impressed with them, and I have too many Deadpools already, so I don't really care for him. I was excited about this guy until I saw him. Not so excited about him. This guy needs more paint. They just kind of have him in his plastics, whatever he was molded in, maybe paint on the face, but I was excited about him too. Not excited about Sunspot. But this one, I figure, looked cool enough, and I figure I could use him in some of my other toy lines if I end up stopping collecting Marvel Legends completely, which I may end up doing. Who knows? I really haven't been happy with the distribution of a lot of Hasbro figures, and I'm not impressed with a lot of the newer figures that are coming out. So you can see here, comes with extra set of hands. I don't know why they're horizontally articulated as opposed to vertical, since he's supposed to use knives, or at least the Warpath version is. So if you think this is Thunderbird, then I guess he doesn't need knives, and this may be okay. Comes with a leg piece for the build-up figure for Strong Guy. You can see how short Strong Guy's legs are. I was kind of excited about Strong Guy, but I don't really feel like building him anymore. I'm done collecting all of the different Marvel Legends because of so many different reasons. One being space now. I mean, I have plenty of room, but I haven't opened a lot of these figures because they're not exciting me anymore. But in any case, overall, this figure looks pretty good. So I'm glad to have him. Actually, he looks really good in this camera shot. I'm probably going to have to take the stand off of this camera. Hold on one second. Let's do this. So when I do that, then it's too short. But yeah, so let's just do it like this. So you can see, compared to Gung Ho, who's a tall character for G.I. Joe, he is much taller than Gung Ho. Let's just put this here. All right. And the details are pretty cool. I actually do dig these shoulder pads. Trying to think of what body this is. I don't know if this is the Omega Red body. It looks like it's probably the Omega Red body, which is pretty cool that they started with that. So let's just go through them real quick. So I don't know if you can see his face very well there. Let's just change the camera angle. So he's got the painted mask. Eyes are white. It's got a headband. Got a little feather there on the side. He sits on a ball peg with a hinge. So he's got good range of motion. There's a little bit of lollipop, but it's covered up mostly by his hair, so it's actually fine. And he's got great range of motion for him. He's got these shoulder pads. I don't know if you can see under the light. And it looks like, yep, they come right off. So it's just a peg piece right there. So if you wanted to, you could display him without the shoulder pads, although then his arms look way like he's got cannon size, like bowling ball shoulders, so that looks a little odd. Kind of looks more like the old Toy Biz days, which I don't mind, but for some people it may be a little bit off-putting. So he does look a little bit better with the shoulder pads. As you can see, he's got butterfly joint. Notice the nice paint on his chest for his logo. And pull this back a little. And the paint comes all the way up through the ab crunch. It's all blue in the back, so not a problem. And he can get his arms really far back, kind of like the Hulk can. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that look. So it would be nice though if he had some dagger or some knives to go with his other hands. So he also has a waist twist here and a belt harness. Belt harness is molded in red. They didn't paint any of the buttons. So his arms, nice and bare, and they will go 180. That's nice and stiff, and they will go a little less than 90 degrees because of the molding here. So it gets stuck right there. Oh, actually, no, this one goes past 90. So maybe I just need to heat this up to let this mold go through. So you can see a differentiation between the two. That I might just need to Dremel this a little bit. I probably won't touch it, but you know, if you want to increase the range of motion, try heating it up first, and then maybe Dremel a little bit. Okay, so he's got double hinge biceps. Probably is not going to go that far because his biceps are huge. Oh, I am incorrect. Look at how far that goes. It goes a little past 90, so that's good. He's got lateral wrists, fist hands, and then you can see here let me just get this out for you. He's got these just gripping hands, trigger hands, which go laterally. So, you know, not a fan of this whole horizontal gripping action, but I guess it's kind of good if you have them hanging on a pole and pretending to pull up a bit. I don't know. I'm more of a fan of the vertical hinges. All right. And you can see his hips, so he can kick about that high. So I don't know, like 70, 80 degrees before the mold gets in the way. He can do the splits about that much, which is pretty good for a larger character. He's got a thigh swivel. If I can warm it up, I probably have to warm it up, but you can see here, this one turns. I need to warm this figure up in order to really bend them for you guys. He's got double knees, hinge knees. Can't kick his butt because his hammies and calves are too big. You can see this nice molded tassels here in plastic, and it looks like it's glued because it's not falling down, so that's nice. He does have a boot swivel, and he's got forward pinford rocker ankle pivot, so it goes that high, which is really good, and goes all the way back, which is awesome. So let's see his range of motion with the pad on. So let me just plug this back in here. And see, so obviously the pad's going to get in the way a little bit. but the tassels will move out of the way, so that's nice. So yeah, I'm not sure which looks better, with or without the pad. I think I would personally would display him with the pad for now. Maybe if I got some different pauldrons, I could customize them into something else. But yeah, I'm digging this figure. This is probably the pickup of the wave for me. I have not looked at any other videos or any other social media to see what other people think about it or if he's hot or not. But to me, great figure. You know, I wouldn't mind buying more figures like this from Hasbro. But Hasbro just, to me, it's with the increases in prices for some of them, their figures and their terrible distribution just isn't cutting it for me. I would like to get into G.I. Joe more, but again, the distribution is just, it's not doing for me. But look at all the details in the G.I. Joe figure versus the Marvel Legends figures, and the sculpts and everything from G.I. Joe look so much better. And it may be just because Hasbro has the rights for everything in G.I. Joe, and so they don't have to pay exorbitant fees for the rights in order to make them. Unlike for Marvel, I'm sure Hasbro has to pay some rights in order to make their figures. So, okay, I hope this was helpful for you guys, and continue watching as I still am purchasing some toys, but as I stated in my other video, I've been doing some other things and playing with other different, more expensive toys that keep me a little bit more active than what I'm doing now. But thanks for watching.